everybody, how are you, my lovely beautiful subscribers? It's so good to see you. It is the 31st of March, it's a Monday, and I come to you with Flosstube number 24. And first of all, I'd like to thank my returning subscribers for your continual support and my new subscribers, so thank you so much. It is truly, I am honoured. I always say that, I'm like a broken record, but I really am. So I don't have a great deal of work to show you today, so it's going to be a fairly short one. I haven't been feeling very well this month. It's been a rather crappy month with my regular pain, but also I've actually been suffering concussion, believe it or not. My head still aches. It's still hurting after like 10 days. We were in Mildura, which is a Victorian rural city. Now, you would have seen in the introduction, I actually added some photos of where we were and how hot it was. It reached 41 that day. When I took the temperature, it actually went higher than that, so 41 degrees Celsius, and it was stinking hot. But I had a great time because I love to get away. It's really good for me. And whilst we were there, we went to visit my brother-in-law, and he has a boxer dog, lovely Gracie. She's beautiful, she's still playful, she's only 2 years old, so still puppyish. And as I was bending down to take the harness off my dog, she bolted for me and she head-butted me. Like, it was so hard, it was like someone threw a rock at my head. And it really stunned me, and it stunned her as well. And since then, I've been suffering this continuous headache. I had nausea for a period of time. There was one day when I just had to go lie down because I was feeling so like nothing was helping my headache. I lay down, and I lay down for about 3 hours. I just had to. So it's been difficult to stitch with this constant ache in my head. It's better. So if it wasn't getting better, I would have gone to the doctors today. It's getting better. It's just taking its time. I haven't stitched much. And I think this knock on the head is kind of just stopped my desire because my head's not clear, it's achy. And you know how you can't stitch, you can't concentrate. So if it's not one thing, if it's not my usual body pain stuff, it's something else, and that's what happened. So hopefully it'll clear up soon and I can get a bit more stitching done. But you know what, we all have months where we don't, because of life, we don't do much stitching. But you know, it doesn't matter. It's all about enjoying the moments of when you do stitch. So, and I enjoyed the moments that I stitched. So I have new starts, I have a finish, I have two winners of my giveaway, and I have life update as well, and I'll just do that at the end. Now, I don't know if you can see, I'll take my glasses off. I had a procedure done just here with a dermatologist. So what it is, it's like a fatty deposit, and they say usually high cholesterol is what causes these fatty deposits, and they were horrible. And it's like having a wart on your nose, honestly. And so I went to a dermatologist, and she has used a chemical peel on them. So hopefully the chemical peel will burn the layers of the skin where these fat deposits were, and hopefully it will eventually peel away. If it doesn't all go away, then I'll go for a second procedure. So we'll see how this goes. This is only about 6 days, I think. So no, not even 5 days. So it's just starting to kind of dry up and it's getting quite red. So I didn't put any makeup around there. And so that's one thing that I had done. I'm so glad to get this done because, I mean, I'm conscious. Like I said, it's like having a wart on your nose. You've got to get it removed. I'm going to need some, even foundation and concealer. I couldn't conceal it, so I was so glad to get it done. So, done that. And but I'll go through life at the rest of my life at the end of the video. So if you're not interested, you can just tune out. You know, I'm fine with it. But I hope you enjoyed the photos that I put in the intro. A little bit of a Australiana photos. I thought you might enjoy it. Okay, so I think we might go straight to the giveaway winners. Now, I put out a second call for the original winner of the bag and the Mojo Stitches pattern, and I haven't received an email or any contact, so I drew a second winner. And the second winner is, and I'm going to put it up here and look at my book as well. The second winner is Vicky Brown 7996. Vicky has been a supporter of my channel from the beginning, and I've met her, so it was lovely to see that she's won this prize. So Vicky, if you can contact me, please, I just need your address details and I'll send that off to you straight away. And the winner of the pattern that came out of the magazine, now this was the one from Jacob de Gras, and do I have a, yeah, it's quite pretty. It's that one there. And I'd imagine you could use really your own colors and really customize it and make it your own. So yeah, I think the person who's got this is going to be very excited to have this. So the winner of the family pattern, now I need my glasses because I've written this in red. Okay, is Maureen Bassan. I think it Bassan, sorry, 3109, but I will put it up here so you can see who it is. So Maureen, if you can please contact me and I will ask, yeah, with your address details, and I'll send that off to you. All right. Now the next thing I would like to talk about, and I spoke about it last time, and it was about the Zoom meeting. So I'm just going to pause for a minute. Okay, I'm back. My nose is a bit runny and I realised I didn't have a tissue. Okay, so I was about to talk about the Zoom meeting, and I spoke about it last time, and I asked if there was anyone who might be interested. Sorry, I'm just making myself comfortable in joining this Zoom meeting. I'm thinking of having it every 2 weeks. I'll start off every 2 weeks. I'll see how I go. Now, I've created a Zoom account, so that's all set up. I'm fairly new to the Zoom, so I may fumble my way through it in the beginning. However, if you are interested in joining, I'm going to call it the Friendship Zoom Catch-Up, because I spoke about feeling isolated, either because of your health, because of your lifestyle, you're working, you have children, you don't have time to go out and meet stitchy people. You may live remotely and you don't have anyone close by or a group close by that you can go to and catch up. So isolation can mean a number of things. So for me, it's because of my health, and my health, it really prevents me from going out and catching up with other people. If you are in that situation, and mind you, you don't even need to be in that situation, but if you would like to, regardless of what situation you are and you just want to join in, please send me an email. My email details are down below with your email address, your preferred email address, so that I can add you to the contact list on my Zoom app. So therefore I can send out an email with a link of the Zoom meeting. Now, my thoughts are that I will start it on Sunday. This is Australian time, Sunday, the 13th of April, Melbourne at 4 p.m. Okay, it'll be 4 p.m. We will no longer be in daylight savings by then because it'll finish a week prior to that. So make sure you do. I hope I enter it correctly, but it'll be Melbourne time, the 13th, Sunday the 13th of April. Now let me just check that I've got that date right. I'm just checking in my phone because I have a tendency of fluffing things up. Okay, calendar. Let's have a look. April. Now, yep, the 13th is a Sunday and it'll be 4 p.m. Melbourne time. So I figured that people would have done what they need to do during the day here in Melbourne, you know, or Australia, and they can sit down and have a conversation for an hour or so. People overseas, it shouldn't be too late in the evening, and so that you can join, because I want to accommodate people as much as I can. Now if I need to change the time, I can make it earlier Melbourne time, so that's not going to be a problem. Like I said, it's a little bit of trial and error. First time I'm doing it. If the participants from overseas are finding it's too late, I can bring it earlier in Melbourne time, because it's 4 p.m. I can maybe make it 2 p.m. So that's where I'm going to start. I will, so send me an email with your preferred email address so that I can add it to my contacts, and I will send you out the link to the first Zoom. So if you've never participated in a Zoom meeting, all you need to do is click on the link, but make sure if you're overseas that you work out the correct conversion time and date. All right, because we are ahead. So usually we're the next day. So make sure you work that out. And yeah, so you just need to click on the link and just follow the prompts. The prompts are very easy to follow. It'll basically tell you what you need to do. If you have any problems, just let me know. We'll try and work through it together. So that's our first friendship catch up, and I'm really looking forward to it. I'll see how it goes. I will see how often I will do it. I am thinking every 2 weeks, but it also depends on my health. If I think it's okay every 2 weeks, I'll continue it. You know, if I don't have a lot of people joining, I may do it every month. So, you know, I want to see how it goes, because there's no point me logging in and there's only a couple of people. I really would like a few more people to sustain, first of all, the cost that I'm paying for the Zoom every month, because I am paying for it. And you can buy it free, but it's very limited. And I didn't want to limit us to just 40 minutes of conversation. So I have purchased, and I pay per month. So therefore, I want to make sure that it's worthwhile. I don't work. So, and paying for this, you know, I have to try and make up the money for it. So I'm happy to do that as long as it works and there are people who do show up, and you know, let's enjoy ourselves. Let's talk about life. Let's talk about whatever you want to talk about. And if you don't want to talk, if you're a bit more reserved and all you want to do is watch and sit in a conversation and stitch, do that. Just mute your camera wherever you are, and just listen in. You don't have to talk. You don't have to, you know, because I know some people are a little bit shy. That's fine. You just do what is comfortable with you. And so let's see how that goes. So that's what I need to say about that. Okay, I'm going to move on to my finish. Now, that was what I was stitching. Hold on, I'll move my finger. On a low branch, Mojo Stitches. I still chose the red fabric, but I chose different colors, and I actually framed it. So it's this way. Yep. I framed it in a round frame. I know it's not a perfectly round pattern. This was the only frame that fitted. I think it's fine. I'm just seeing how I feel about it. I did lace it in the back. I used some backing board, I think is what you call it. I laced it around that, and then I was able to fit the back. It only had like a plastic perspex, I think it is. I've got to stop moving it. So I'm just going to bring it a little bit closer. So that's it there. So the colours that I chose, the main colour is called Lagoon from Weeks Dye Works. Those flowers there is Mulberry by Karen Waterlilies. And the butterfly up the top is Julian by Weeks Dye Works. So that's what I chose to use, just to give it a little bit of colour. So now this is complete, and I'm happy with the stitch. So this will go back up on the wall. I don't normally frame everything that I do because I'm limited with wall space. And I am selective with what I put up on my wall as well, because not everything that I stitch I want up on my wall. You know how it goes. So I'm happy with that. So that's a finish. I'll put that down, make some room on my little wee table. And as it was March, and March was the month for Rosewood Manor, I started a few Rosewood Manors. Now I like to show this one first, because this was a total failure of choice of fabric, choice of threads. It's not happening. Dandelion Wishes, if you can see. Deb used a blue fabric with a kind of white, I'm thinking it's white. I can't see, I'd have to open it up, with a white thread. So I thought I'd be different and choose a purple fabric with a different coloured thread, and nah, it just did not work at all, because you can't really see anything, and it's not what I wanted, as you can see. So you can't really see it in real life. It just fades into the fabric. So I just stopped that completely, and that's fabric's going back in my stash, and I won't be continuing with this one at all. So that was my failed start. Now the next start that I'm just so excited about, and is just totally beautiful, is Blue Rhapsody. I mean, I'm loving this. I'm loving it. I think I love the fact that it's just two colours, so you get your light and your dark, like your shade and your light effect on here, and she's done such a good job. So I'll grab my board. I made a new board. I didn't have one big piece of fabric, but I made it out of the backing board with a hot glue, and I just hot glued the border in, and I got these little cutie things from Temu. I thought, oh, I can use them on here. So that's my new display board. The other one was really falling apart, so I needed a new one. And I really am enjoying this. It's just, yeah, one of the ones that have just, I love the fabric. I love everything about it. Now, you're going to ask for details about the fabric. Do I have the right bag? I do. I'll see if I have the information in here. Do I have a card made up? I know. Oh, it's a Picture This Plus, and now I can't remember what colour it is. I thought I wrote a card, but I've got a feeling I know I have. Good. So what I did was I actually laminated the front page. So I started this on the 7th of March. The fabric is a 16 count Picture This Plus Ancient. So that's what it is. And I'm using the blues that I've chosen are 2 blues. So I have 930 and I have 939. So sorry if you can hear my washing machine in the background, it's just doing its final spin. So that's the blues that I have chosen, and I'm really enjoying this. So I'll bring it up a bit closer. So I completed all of that. The page finishes about here, like, I think it's like that. But I wanted to finish the butterfly in a square around it, and I managed to do a couple of letters. Now you might notice that I filled this in with a different color. If I bring it up closer, I haven't filled these in. I was just trying out different colors. So I'll fill in the letters of the names of my immediate family, children, myself and my partner. And S, of course, is mine for Sabrina. So yeah, enjoying this. It was really good. I'm happy with the fabric. The fabric is working really well. I love the marbling on here. It's just really lovely. The marbling on this fabric is beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. Yep, really happy with that. So that was my start, Rosewood Manor start. And the next Rosewood Manor start is just a small, although there is a lot of colour changes in this one, let me tell you. As you said, I'll give you a small, but you're going to have to do a lot of colour changes. Is this one here. So this is called Stars on a Pumpkin. And it comes with the buttons as well. So that comes with the pattern. So just pop the pattern back in. I'm using most of the called for DMC. If I didn't have a DMC, I chose one that was very similar. So still keeping with the color palette, not changing anything. It's too hard work to change color palettes. So I'll just fold this up. I thought I may have finished this, but because I didn't realize the amount of color changes that was in here, it's just taken me a bit longer. It's a slower process, but still really pretty. So that's where I'm up to at the moment. And this side duplicates this side. Really nice. I'm happy with the fabric as well. Let me see if I can find the fabric card. I'm not doing too well today, am I? Or was it, do you know, I'm thinking this was just a piece of remnant because of the way it's been overlocked by myself, so I don't have the tag. I'd say, yeah, it looks like an 18 count Ada. So, but if you want to know, just ask me. I can always find out for you. The next whip, this is a whip, not a new start. I'm just going as per what's on my table, is the lovely Winter Wonderland by Blackbird Designs. Now I've stitched all of here and I've been working along the bottom here. I've reached the bottom. I've done the bottom border. I think I'm either one fabric thread or 2 fabric threads off, so I'm going to need to do an adjustment when I come down with the border, and I'll explain what I've done. So I just clip this onto the board with my smiley clips. Okay. So I brought this border down and I brought it over, but this one here is off. As you can see, that tree is too close. It's a thread off. I am going to bring this down first. That'll be my next one, so that when they meet, I will make an adjustment so it won't even be noticeable in the border here. So that'll be my next step, is to complete the border so that they meet. Even if I have to make an adjustment of an X, it's fine. No one's even going to notice it. So yeah, so I finished the berry, I finished all of that. And what happened, because I had ran out of that red, now I think it was Lancaster red, I had purchased it, but I actually forgot to put it into my project bag. So when I went away on my trip, I didn't have the red. So there's a bit of red bits that I need to add to this just down here. And I can't quite, I think it was here and here. There are some red bits which I couldn't complete, and it might even be like a letter or something here. So, but I do have it. Oh yeah, the berries here. You see how you've got these little berries? There's some berries here as well. I didn't have the red to do that. So all I have is really this side here. I could possibly finish this next time I stitch on it. It's not that complicated. There's not a great deal of stitching. This duck is similar to this duck here, so I've just got to finish that, and it's looking really good. I will frame this one. I love this one. It's beautiful. That'll go up on my wall. So yeah, happy with that. That White House looks beautiful. Yeah, really nice. Okay, I'll just pop this away. I am using all the cord 4. Are they all Weeks Dye Works? Let's see. Oh no, they're a bit of a combination. Okay, so there's Simply Shaker, there's some Weeks Dye Works, and I converted a couple to DMC. So that's the palette, very green, very muted, but really pretty. I still have to add the Lancaster red to that, which I haven't done. It's fine, I'm home, I'll just grab it from my threads, which are hanging up there in my cupboard, and then I'll add it to my bag. Okay, pop that there. Oh yes, this is a beauty. Let me grab the threads so that I can show you. Okay, this is another Rosewood Manor Star. Now I'm going to call this Ciderwook Green, and if it's pronounced differently, my apologies. But this is my new start. And the fabric that I have chosen is Paddock Lane Design. It's a 32 count called Royal Jester. So that's it there. Australian dyer. She's really good. And I probably stitched on this for about 4 days. Now, they weren't full days. They were just kind of a bit here, a bit there. But I have to say, I'm really happy with it. Let me just pop something behind it. Which I might pop this. So I started at the bottom. I'll just put my board down. I've started at the bottom, and I've started feeling, now the page ends here. So this is the second page, but if I've had thread, I've just continued. And I'm working on this tree, which with the branches. So there's a tree here, there's another motif here, and there's this plant here. There's a couple, where is it? I'll just take this out of the bag so that you can see a bit better. I'll get there. It's okay. I'm fine. I'm good. I'll get there. All right. not always the easiest to pull out. Okay. So I started down here. So I've still got that motif. I need to finish that tree and its branch extends that way. So the page ends about here. So that's one page. So I want to finish this page. I was almost thinking of doing a top page and maybe working the entire pattern that way. That was my thought. But on the next page is where you'll find this house. So that's where I'm working. I have gone over, as you can see, the second birds. I've come over about up to here, just in this border. It's lovely, isn't it? And so still quite a bit to do. There's a lot of work filling in, but that's okay. I don't mind filling in because I do like a thread. I grab a thread, I fill in, then I do something else. Then I'll grab another thread, fill it in, and then do something else. And you know what? It's fine. Before you know it, you've filled in everything you've had to fill in and you don't feel like you're bogged down with all the filling. And that's the best way it works for me, is just, yeah, kind of alternating between the filling and everything else. So that's beautiful. Really happy. And the fabric is just perfect. I'm happy with the fabric. Really happy with the fabric. I'll just pop this all away in the folder so it doesn't get lost. And I used some of the cord 4. I used some from Stash, as you can see. That pretty pink from Cottage Garden Thread. I substituted some for DMC. That's a Cottage Garden. Oh my God, I realise you can't see. How stupid of me. Let's hold it up a bit higher. Let's start again, rewind. So, all the cordwool, the week's dye works are called for. So that's a Cottage Garden. That's a DMC that I substituted, another Cottage Garden that I substituted, and more DMCs. That'll be the letters plus other small areas within the pattern, and more week's dye works. So that's what I'm using. So I'll pop that all away. Let's make some room on here. And the last one I worked on was a Turkish Delight, which is this one here. I didn't work much. Like I said, my head's been aching, so I just haven't been able to do much. I started this in December of 2023, Rosewood Manor Turkish Delight. The fabric is called Don't Forget the Cranberries by River Hut Design on Etsy. Not sure if they're still on Etsy, but you can always have a look. So, yeah, really didn't do a great deal. I think I'm just finding it hard to count, especially if there are a lot of colour changes. So, all I'm doing is trying to complete this centre border, which is this one here, because I want to finish that one first. So that's what I'm working on. I've done the top flowers. I was hoping to get more done. I might even work on it today and get a bit more done on this and finish this because I want to make sure it meets, and then I'll start working in the center. Because there's so many color changes, you can choose a thread and just wherever you can use it and sew it. You just do that, and I find that's the best way. You choose a color that's in there and just stitch wherever you can. And yeah, so it's beautiful, coming along really well. Really happy with that too, although it's taking a long time. So there, all the patterns that I started and all the whips that I've worked on. Not a great deal. It is what it is. So I've shown you my whips, and I'll go into life updates, and I've made some purchases. I have broken my oath of no by 2025. I bought some patterns. When I am, and isn't, you might say that isn't no excuse, Sabrina. You know, I don't care, because I am doing this for myself. I'm doing this so that I can save money. And I am saving still a lot of money, but I bought some patterns this month. I've been feeling really, really crappy with my pain. It's been really unbearable every day. And if you don't suffer from pain, you probably don't understand. It's really, really hard. And sorry. So sometimes what I do, just to make myself feel a bit better, is I might buy something, and that's what I did this month, and I know I broke. Sorry, I'm just going to stop there. I know that I broke my oath about not buying anything, but you know what? I feel good because these are so beautiful, and wait till I show you just how beautiful they are. So I'm going to stop for a minute. Okay, I'm back. I just had to pause for a moment, and I'm good. So for those who don't suffer from chronic pain, maybe won't understand, but that's okay. I don't expect you to. Absolutely don't. For those that do suffer from some sort of chronic illness or chronic pain, you'll understand how it can, like, it really does wear me down mentally and physically, especially if it's, so I'm fixing my hair, it's a little bit fluffy today, especially if it's every day. It's, yeah, like I said, it can get hard. So I bought some patterns to make myself feel better this month because I was having such a rough month, and they're beautiful. They're just lovely. I want to start them all straight away. So they're just lovely. They're all by Samplers Not Forgotten, and I think I am in love with this pattern designer. They are just magnificent. The colours are just gorgeous. So I'd like to share with you what I have purchased. I purchased Hummingbird's Garden. I can't say how much that is just beautiful. The colours are just divine, absolutely divine. I love the border. So Samplers Not Forgotten. Another one by Samplers Not Forgotten, and it's a kit, is Key to My Heart. So this is a full kit. It comes with 36 count linen, the backing, the rickrack, the threads, everything that you need, the ribbon as well. The green is the ribbon. Everything that you need to create this magnificent pillow. Cushion, not pillow, cushion. So I had to grab that. I bought that from A Stitch in Time. I bought this one from number 12 Stitch Co. And she's wonderful. Every time I buy something from her, she'll send a couple of these project cards. She's lovely. And I bought, I think I got this from another Australian company, and I just can't think of it. So it's also Samplers Not Forgotten. It's called Lovey Dovey. Isn't that beautiful? It's beautiful. I bought some of this edging here, which I hope will work well, and I have some fabric of similar, you know, just a very neutral. So that's lovely. So I got those three. I don't regret it. Looking at them brings me happiness, and that's what I need at the moment. I need a bit of happiness. Not that I'm not happy. Life is actually good. I have an amazing partner, let me tell you. He's so supportive. I have a beautiful home. My kids are healthy. My life is good. my pain is difficult. That's it. So you don't get the wrong idea. My partner's fantastic. So I bought those. Yes, I haven't been well. I haven't stitched much, and it's showing in there because of this concussion, because of my pain. I go through months when it is really, not easy, but that's life. Do you know what? I am in a better place than I'm sure than a lot of people are. So I am still grateful to be here, and I'm still grateful that I have all this I have this beautiful room, and I'm surrounded by all this lovely cross stitch. I am grateful. So anyway, I'm not going to get you down too much. So I'm going to leave it at that. Don't forget to message me if you're interested in the Zoom. And it's going to be so good to see you all there. It'll feel like you're actually in my room, in my living area. So I'm kind of thinking of where to do it. I'm going to film from my dining table, which is in the family area, because I have a stand I use it to put my cross stitch on. So I think I'm going to film from there. There might be some background noise, but you know, we are who we are, and it doesn't matter. I don't pretend to be anyone else than what I am. So if you've enjoyed the content of my Flosstube and you haven't yet subscribed, please press that subscribe button, hit the notification bell so that every time I put a YouTube up, you will be notified. So until then, take care, my beautiful subscribers and everyone else who's been watching. Bye.